हेलो एंड नमस्कार दोस्तों। आज इस वीडियो के अंदर हम बात करने वाले हैं बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग और बहुत ही पॉपुलर जो है एक यूट्यूबर के बारे में। तो यहाँ पे इनका नाम जो है स्वाति हरिहरन है। ओके, तो इनका जो है करियर पाथ पूरा एक इंटरेस्टिंग करियर पाथ है। इन्होंने जो है लॉ पढ़ा है, लॉ में मास्टर्स भी किया है और उसके बाद उन्होंने जो है अपना पैशन फॉलो किया है। उनको जो है एक्चुअल में अपना ट्रैवल करना है, अलग अलग टाइप के वीडियोज़ बनाना है, तो ऐसी सब चीज़ें जो है इनको पसंद है। तो एक्चुअल में यहाँ पे इनकी ये प्राइमरी चैनल है। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कितने हाई क्वालिटी के वीडियोज़ जो है इन्होंने बना के रखे हैं। ओके, तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं 2 साल पहले सबसे पहला वीडियो उनका आप देखते हैं। 4 साल पहले इन्होंने जो है इंट्रोडक्शन टू माय चैनल, और इन्होंने जो है यहाँ पे यूट्यूब चैनल प्रोफेशनली इसको आगे लेके जाने के लिए मतलब पर्टिकुलरली जो है इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था। और स्टार्टिंग में वो आई थिंक Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 से जो है वीडियोस बनाती थी, और धीरे धीरे आप देख सकते हैं क्वालिटी जो है बढ़ती गई। DSLR आ गया है यहाँ पे, और थंबनेल की क्वालिटी भी आप देख सकते हैं, वीडियो टॉपिक्स भी देख सकते हैं। तो इनिशियल स्टेज में वो ट्रैवल व्लॉग्स जो होते थे उनके वो यही चैनल में डालते थे, बट धीरे धीरे उन्होंने ऐसा सोचा कि अब जो है ट्रैवल व्लॉग जो है उनका एक पर्टिकुलर अलग से चैनल बनाना चाहिए। तो यहाँ पे जो है वंडरलस्ट करके जो है यहाँ पे डाल दिया गया है। तो एस वंडरलस्ट उस तरीके का यहाँ पे कॉम्बिनेशन बना के वंडरलस्ट इन्होंने बनाया है। तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं इस चैनल पे जो है 100% ट्रैवल वीडियोज़ ही आते हैं। तो ये 1 साल पहले इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था और पहला वीडियो 1 साल पहले इन्होंने डाला था। और अब तो आपको बताइए कि भाई सभी चीज़ें जो है ब्लॉक हो गई है, तो अभी इस तरीके के ट्रैवल वीडियोस कुछ आते नहीं है, बट इस पर अभी एक्टिव है। बहुत सारे इंटरेस्टिंग कुकिंग के वीडियोस, ब्यूटी वीडियोस, ब्यूटी के टिप्स के वीडियोस जो है, मॉडलिंग वीडियोस, ऐसे सब वीडियोस इसके अंदर डालती है। यहाँ पे हम डिस्क्रिप्शन भी देख लेते हैं। हाय एवरीबॉडी, आई एम स्वाति, हैप्पी सोल, ओके, आई वांट टू मेक फ्रेंड्स, क्रिएट पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट। ओके, तो यहाँ पे इस तरीके के वीडियो डिस्क्रिप्शन इन्होंने डाला है। और अभी एक्चुअल में ये दोनों चैनल को जो है एक दूसरे के अंदर मैप नहीं किया गया है। कम्युनिटी जो है उस पर काफ़ी एक्टिव रहती है। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं अलग अलग चीज़ें इन्होंने बताई है कि भाई यूट्यूब जो है उसके अंदर कैरियर के रिलेटेड क्या करना चाहिए। तो यहाँ पे ये सब चीज़ें जो है पोस्ट करती रहती है। प्लेलिस्ट भी काफ़ी अच्छे बना करके, स्किन केयर, फिटनेस वीडियोस, हॉल वीडियोस, स्केच वीडियोस, DIY वीडियोस, लुक बुक वीडियोस, प्रोडक्ट रिव्यू वीडियोस, व्लॉग, यहाँ पे ट्रैवल वीडियोस है। उनके वेडिंग की भी जो है सीरीज़ यहाँ पे रखी है। स्ट्रीट शॉपिंग, हेयर केयर, सभी के प्रॉपरली जो है यहाँ पे आपको प्लेलिस्ट भी मिल जाएंगे। तो इनके सबसे पॉपुलर वीडियो जो है इसको देखते हैं। तो ये वाला जो है साइड इफेक्ट ऑफ बेनिफिट ऑफ विटामिन ई, तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं 18 लाख बार जो है देखा गया है। और 3 साल पहले का, उसके बाद ये 2 साल पहले का वीडियो है उनके वेडिंग के लिए जब वो रेडी हो रही थी। इस तरीके से जो है काफ़ी पॉपुलर वीडियोस इनके हो रहे हैं, काफ़ी ट्रेंडिंग हो रहे हैं, जो कि एक बहुत ही बढ़िया बात है। ओके, तो अभी जो है हम रिसेंट इनका वीडियो देखते हैं जिसपे 1 लाख के ऊपर जो है व्यूज़ आए हैं। अभी जैसे ये वीडियो डालती है तो ऐसा नहीं है कि व्यू आना शुरू हो जाते हैं। तो ये वाला है 98 के व्यू, जो कि अच्छी बात है। ओके, और कोई वीडियो है जिसके ऊपर इंस्टेंटली जो है 1 लाख व्यू आ जाते हैं, तो ऐसा भी इनका नहीं हो रहा है। तो इनके वीडियोस जो है वायरल कुछ वीडियोस हो रहे हैं, बट इनके सब्सक्राइबर बेस काफ़ी अच्छा है। 50K के आसपास सब्सक्राइबर बेस है। इसके अंदर अभी 6K के आसपास जो है सब्सक्राइबर बेस है। और इसके अंदर मोस्ट पॉपुलर वीडियो जो है वो देख लेते हैं एक बार। इसमें भी 1 लाख तक एक भी वीडियो नहीं पहुंचा है, बट काफ़ी जो है लोगों ने पसंद किया है। एक्चुअली मैंने इनके 5-6 वीडियोस देखे हैं। इनकी जो स्टाइल ऑफ व्लॉगिंग है, ट्रैवल रिलेटेड वीडियोस के अंदर जो है बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग व्लॉगिंग ये करती है। और इनका एक फिलोसॉफी है कि वो किसी के वीडियोस देख के अपना नया स्टाइल नहीं बना रही है, वो खुद से ही अपना एक नया स्टाइल उन्होंने बना के रखा है। तो आप इनके वीडियो जो है ज़रूर से देखिएगा। और यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं इंस्टाग्राम पे उन्होंने काफ़ी फॉलोअर्स जो है पा के रखे हैं। 18K के आसपास इनके फॉलोअर्स हैं, जो कि बहुत ही अच्छा ग्रोथ है। धीरे धीरे ये भी ग्रो होगा। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग पिक्स यहाँ पे इन्होंने यहाँ पे पोस्ट किए। फेसबुक पे भी थोड़ा सा स्लो जा रहा है। फेसबुक पे भी पैसे जो है कमाए जा सकते हैं अगर आप यहाँ पे भी वीडियोस अपलोड करते हैं। ओके, तो इनकी जो है यहाँ पे कोरा पे भी थोड़ा बहुत ये एक्टिव है। तो कोरा एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी है क्रिश्चियन फोरम की, जिसके अंदर जो है आप काफ़ी ट्रैफिक अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पे, इंस्टाग्राम चैनल पे जो है ला सकते हैं, इंस्टाग्राम पेज पे, फेसबुक पे भी ला सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं BALLB इन्होंने किया है इन लॉ, आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ के अंदर से, और सिम्बायोसिस से भी इन्होंने मास्टर्स किया है। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे इनकी प्रोफाइल कुछ खास अप टू डेट नहीं है। ये वाला जो है स्वाति हरिहरन, तो स्टूडेंट ऑफ आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ 2010 से 2015 तक यहाँ पे इन्होंने पढ़ाई की है। ओके, इनका एक फेसबुक पेज भी हम जो है देख लेते हैं। चलिए, उसको नहीं दिखाना है, यहाँ पे सीधा हम देख लेते हैं। और एक्चुअल में इसका भी हम थोड़ा सा अबाउट अस देख लेते हैं। तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं सिंपल चीज़ें दी है और कुछ खास है नहीं। तो यहाँ पे दोनों चैनल का मैपिंग अभी नहीं किया है। और कम्युनिटी चैनल पे यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं इस तरीके से काफ़ी अच्छी तरीके से जो ये एक्टिव है। कम्युनिटी टैब जो होता है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, उससे आप काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ें जो है अपने अनाउंसमेंट कर सकते हैं। और लोग इंस्टाग्राम का भी इसी रीज़न से यूज़ करते हैं तो इनकी जो है अप्रोक्सीमेट अर्निंग जो है यूट्यूब से, दोनों चैनल से देख लेते हैं, तो यहाँ पे मे बी 100 के या तो 200 के जो है, वैसे मैंने इनके वीडियोस देखे हैं, बार बार जो है ऐड आती है उनके वीडियोस पे, भले ही उसके व्यू कम हो, तो उस रीज़न से मुझे लगता है कि $300 के आसपास तो इनकी जो है मिनिमम अर्निंग होगी ये वाली मेन चैनल से। इसके ऊपर जो है 160 के आसपास वीडियोज़ अपलोड हुए, 2010 से इन्होंने ये चैनल स्टार्ट किया है, ठीक है ना। और ये वाला चैनल जो है अभी इसमें कुछ खास नहीं हो रहा है, 2018 से इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया है, 43 वीडियोज़ अपलोड किए हैं। तो इनका एक्चुअल में क्या है कि ये वाला चैनल जो है काफ़ी सक्सेस हो चुका है, इसी रीज़न से जो है इनको स्पेशली जो है लुक बुक के जो है स्पॉन्सरशिप वीडियोस बनाने के काफ़ी जो है प्रपोजल आ रहे हैं, और ये खुद भी अलग अलग कंपनीज़ को अप्रोच करती है, जहाँ से इनको जो है पेड प्रपोजल के वीडियोस जो है बनाने के लिए उनको रिक्वेस्ट आती है, जहाँ से उनकी मेन अर्निंग होती है। तो इनका यही कहना है कि भाई उनकी अर्निंग जो है यूट्यूब से अभी इतनी नहीं हो रही है जितनी इनको स्पॉन्सरशिप से हो रही है। तो यहाँ पे हमने उनका इंटरव्यू लिया है, तो चलिए आगे का जो वीडियो का पार्ट है उसमें हम उनसे ही लाइव सुनते हैं कि वो मतलब कैसे अर्निंग करती है, क्या क्या उनकी लाइफ में चल रहा है, उनके पर्सनल क्वेश्चंस उनके बारे में, वो सब चीज़ें जो है हम जानेंगे। तो यहाँ पे एक्चुअल में उन्होंने भी अपने बारे में पर्सनल चीज़ें जो है बताई है यहाँ पे एक वीडियो के अंदर, इसके अंदर था या तो इसके अंदर था, आई थिंक यहाँ पे भी आप देख सकते हैं उनके बारे में पर्सनल चीज़ें बताई है। यहाँ पे भी जो है इन्होंने पर्सनल चीज़ें बताई है, और भी यहाँ पे हाँ ये रहा कि इनका बैकग्राउंड क्या है, एजुकेशन क्या है, फाइनेंस, पर्सनल लाइफ, सभी के बारे में जो है इन्होंने ये वीडियो में बताया। और ये इंटरव्यू जो है हमारा, उसके अंदर भी उन्होंने बहुत सारी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ें जो है हमारे साथ शेयर की है। तो चलिए अब जो है ज़्यादा समय ना लगाते हुए इंटरव्यू को शुरू कर देते हैं। सो थैंक यू, हैव अ नाइस डे, एंजॉय द इंटरव्यू।
Hi.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, actually
Hi,
the
I'm good.
procedure.
How are you?
I'm good. So actually the
Do you want it
procedure.
in landscape?
Yeah, if you like, not a problem.
1 second. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. So actually the process of calling, is a change in Google Hangout because means because of the lockdown, everybody has started to teach online. So that's why we need to invite people and then that person join. So default calling system is different because in early days we can just call someone and we can start calling. You understand?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
So that's the problem. And that's why we didn't started to talk. So how are you? How is your life going on? Anything interesting or just lockdown at your room or at your house?
Life's going good. Yeah, just the lockdown and time to reflect on ourselves, I think.
And means I guess Bangalore is in a critical situation or it's okay situation because I'm from Gujarat. I'm from Rajkot, so Rajkot is not that much on the peak, but in Ahmedabad, Surat, these two places are very means having a lot of cases over there and strict lockdown over there. Not lockdown, but kind of rules are strict over there. So how is the situation over there?
So in Bangalore, actually, it was fine initially, but lately there are a lot of cases. Cases are increasing. But as compared to other metros, I think it's still a little better. Yeah, so that's the scene in Bangalore, but yeah, it's increasing.
Okay. So actually,
Yeah, and the lockdown has eased off quite a bit. So with the lockdown, there is no scene as such, and with the easing of lockdown, the cases are increasing. So on a personal level, you need to take care of it.
Okay. So means how far do you live from Koramangala? Do you live near by that or you are living in outskirts of Bangalore?
So I'm actually in the center of Bangalore. So you know Indiranagar, I live around that area.
Yes. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
so it's
Because,
the
when
center
I
of the
started
city.
When I graduated, I started to means I went to Bangalore to search for a job, and I stayed in Koramangala behind
Oh,
the Icon
okay.
building.
Yeah, so
so
it's
that's why.
in fact like my place is pretty close to Koramangala as well. It's in between somewhere.
Okay, so actually you are running two channel and I have seen that you already answer a lot of basic questions in your travel channel as well as your main channel. How do you call your main channel? Is it a beauty or just vlog channel? How do you call your main
So yeah, I have two
channel?
channels. one goes by my name Swati, and it's a lifestyle channel, not just beauty. I mean, I post about
Lifestyle.
pretty much a lot of things on that channel, and the other one is like an exclusively travel channel. So when I started on YouTube, I started with this lifestyle channel, and eventually I realized that I wanted to create a lot of content on travel as well. So that's why I started the travel channel
A
separately.
separate channel. And
Yeah.
actually, I guess we didn't need to talk about your personal background because you already told that you studied law in the army school, I guess, and then went to Symbiosis to study masters maybe in law, right? Is it correct or not?
Yes. Yes.
And
I
then,
studied law.
yeah, and then work in
Yeah.
corporate law somewhere, so something like that. So you told this or everything, but I mean you also gave a tour of your office. So actually I was thinking that maybe it's good thing to cover up in this video to show your workplace at your home. Means how do you make videos or how do you edit? Do you have green screen in your house or?
No. I mean, I don't shoot at my house a lot because, like, on my travel channel, it's mostly travel, right? So it's all the different places. So if on my other channel, yes, I use a little bit of my house and everything.
So in over there you also said that you are earning money from YouTube as well as you are also making content from for Instagram. So means how do you make money out of Instagram, or it's just you are trying to build a platform as an influencer over there to get a sponsorship, or how it works? You didn't clarify this thing. You understand? Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? So actually my question is that you already told me everything about, means you already told a lot of things about you, means your relationship with your husband, and give a little bit of tour of your workplace like as a YouTuber. So means my question is how do you get a sponsorship? Means when did you started to get a sponsorship? And how is your growth is going on, because I have seen that you started your YouTube channel maybe in 2010, but you started to post videos just before 4 years back, I guess, approximately.
Yes.
And did you started to buy everything to make videos, or you are using different kind of products and you started to make videos using the things you have available with the maybe your phone, because your early videos are not that much high quality, but the quality of content is good, like when you shoot with your phone and when you shoot with your like DSLR or camera like that, there is a difference.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. So definitely, like when I started it long back for around 4 years back. So that was for my other channel, Swati Hariharan channel. So I started with my Redmi phone, really bad camera, and yeah, because it's a lifestyle channel, you need to have some things to show in it, like products or whatever. So initially, the first year is basically I was just sharing about my own experience. So I remember I used to buy also a lot of things just for my YouTube. So I think everybody goes through, that in whatever niche they are in. So there is some amount of investment that you definitely need to make into starting a YouTube channel, be it any field, lifestyle or travel. Even if it's a travel, you need to travel to create content. So that definitely happens. And about equipment, I bought my equipment after I think almost 6 months of starting my channel. I got an entry level DSLR, my first purchase, and yeah, that's, I mean, eventually you build up. So right now I think I have a lot of equipment to shoot videos, but yeah, that's how I started. Now you also asked me about sponsorship. So my first sponsorship was when I was, I think, at around 3,000 subscribers or something on the other channel. It was for a company, it was for Tata company, for when they had launched their Tata Hexa cars.
So means
Yeah.
did you approach them or they directly approach you?
So they approached me through an agency. So like mostly brands, especially big brands, whenever they have any events, they hire some agency, and I got approached by the agency. So at that time, I had around 3,000 subscribers on YouTube and around 3,000 followers on my Instagram.
So means you have a also growing number of followers on Instagram. So maybe that is also a good sign to become an influencer. Like I
Yes,
guess
I mean it's
that
yeah.
that is
I
also
feel
good.
it's not. Yeah, so I feel it's not just Instagram and YouTube, because when you see these platforms, they are already kind of saturated. So if you have any other platforms, one must leverage that also. So likewise, like right now, I've been pretty active on this, which is a fairly newer platform as compared to other platforms. And yeah, like whatever you, because if you get traffic from anywhere else, also it's pretty good. So it's a good option to be
Yeah.
active on other.
Which platform? Can you say it again? Actually, there is a lag. So the
Trell. It's an Indian
Trell.
app. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Trell.
So how does it work? Actually, I don't know about it.
So it works. Basically, it's all about videos. So you can and vertical videos. So you shoot these videos and you upload, and you can form like a thread. So it can be like one single video, which is like a minute or 2 minutes long, or it can be pictures also. But it's mostly for videos.
So means did you start means you are uploading YouTube video links over there, or you upload separate video like TikTok and just give
So I'm
your YouTube link in the description like that?
yes, like I upload separate videos for Trell. I have my YouTube link in the bio.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean Trell. I work on Trell as a different platform. So like the content that is created for Trell is exclusively for Trell.
And did you work on TikTok as well? Means how many followers did you have, or you missed that
TikTok.
opportunity?
No. TikTok. Yes, I did try creating few videos here and there, but I stopped in between for some reason. It didn't go through. Yeah,
Because
but
a lot of
anyway,
YouTubers use that to get a traffic on their YouTube channel, because TikTok also don't give monetization, I guess. Like Instagram also don't give any monetization for your content.
yes,
Is it
yes.
right or not?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes, TikTok doesn't have that monetization scheme. But yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know. I haven't used TikTok much to comment on that.
Okay, and how about Quora? Do you get any traffic? Because you are answering people on Quora with your videos. That's not that
No,
much
I
effective.
haven't. I haven't explored that option. I used to answer on Quora when I was working. I was working as a corporate lawyer. Yes, from there I used to get a lot of mails and all regarding those questions. But my YouTube and social medias, I haven't explored Quora or Reddit.
Okay. Reddit is okay. Quora is a kind of Quora and Stack Exchange are well managed question answer forums compared to Reddit.
Okay.
Right, and means who is means when you started to making videos, or maybe I guess traveling, you are taking your photos and videos by yourself, or your husband or your partner is also now getting expert? Can you hear me?
So actually, when you were asking it, your audio broke in between, so I couldn't hear you
So
properly.
yeah, so my question is that you are taking a lot of interesting photos, and you are making videos for your means YouTube videos. So who is taking charge of your camera? Means your husband is now grown up, not grown up, but he's expert in shooting different kind of videos, or you just use tripod or mix of everything.
So
Something like that.
if Amod's traveling with me, then he helps me with videos. But like a lot of my travels are solo travels, so for that I need to manage on my own. I take help from even strangers who I meet. So they are. I mean, you need to keep very specifically what exactly you want to be shot. So, but yeah, that's been working. So it's a mix of a lot of things. Like I use tripod. If I have some help, then I ask them to help. So once you actually start doing it, you figure out different ways to get a shot.
Okay, because sometimes it's difficult to carry a lot of tripod, or maybe a gorilla pod or anything like that. So means which devices do you have? Like gimbal or drone? Do you use these kind of things?
Uh,
Because DSLR is also heavy, and once you attach something else, it will create another weight. And or maybe you are from army background, so maybe you are very physically strong. I don't know. Did you take any training, army training in your schools
we
or army school?
train.
No, army training like shooting
No,
at
no, no,
home
no.
or running and jumping and.
Those were a part of the curriculum, jumping, running, like how it is in normal schools. But yeah, nothing. I have not been trained in the army. But answering your question about the equipment that I use, so I have like two set of equipment. So one is for my regular videos, and for my travel vlogs and all, I use a really small mirrorless camera. So these days, mirrorless is a better option because they're lightweight and they can produce good quality content. So I use Canon M50 for that, and I use it with a mini Manfrotto mini tripod. So I mean that isn't very heavy. So with that I also use a Rode Video Micro mic, and yeah, like about gimbal, I do have a gimbal, like a electronic stabilizer for DSLRs, but for my travel videos I hardly use it. I use it only if I'm working with a photographer or a videographer. And yeah, drone, I recently got a drone. It's the DJI Mavic Mini.
So means your camera having a input jack for the external mic.
Yes, yeah, it has. So that was in fact one of the major like criteria that I wanted to have external mic attached to it.
Because mostly most mirrorless camera like Sony, they have inbuilt mic because they consider that this camera is just used for maybe vlogging. So
Yeah,
the
but
object is far different. It's not going far.
So even in that case, having an external mic really helps, because sometimes you're shooting in a crowded place or something. So camera mics, they are not that bad, but external mic definitely helps a lot.
So means what's your age? Because you told in the video that you want to finish up 29 states of India by 29. So how many years
Yo.
do you have?
Yeah, so
years
I
left?
just turned 28. So I don't know, like if I'll be able to finish before 29 with the corona situation happening. I'm not left with many states to finish, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, it was my
Just
birthday last week, so I turned 28.
It's really good. How did you celebrate at home only, or did you invite someone?
Yeah, like we invited our friends who also live in the same area. So this is, as it is like in the army, there's a lot of corona prevention measures. So we invited some friends from around this area, and that's how we celebrated. It wasn't really much. With whatever we could, in this time it was a good birthday.
Okay. And one private personal question, that do you cook by yourself? Do you do housework by yourself, or do you have a maid? Because in Bangalore, Mumbai, most people have a maid. So what about your situation?
So yeah, I have a maid. She lives with us only. Like we have a separate house for her. So she's the one who does most of the work.
Okay. So means do you or your husband know cooking? Or who is the good cook between both of you?
Okay, cooking, I think I am a better cook than he is. I don't know, like there are few dishes that he makes really well, but I think yeah, I would say I am a better cook. So between my husband and I, he is more of the organizer. He is the one who does a lot of cleaning and all in the house if there is anything required. So he is better with that, like getting things organized and everything. But I am the more creative person in the house. So I think even when it comes to cooking, I am more creative like that.
It's really good. And means how did you get married? Actually, I missed that video. I didn't drill into that video. You have made one video about Q&A about, I guess there are two videos about your marriage and assumption video. But still, I just want to know from you, means how did you get to know each other and get married? If you like to share.
How I met Amod.
Yeah. And it's
So that
like
is also
arranged marriage or love marriage, basically.
This is a love marriage. So I met, this is also related to travel. So I met Amod in 2013. So I had gone to Jammu for a trip with my college friends,
Mhm.
6 girls, and Amod was there on duty.
Mhm.
So yeah, we eventually became friends, and then after the year we started dating, and we dated for almost 4 years. Then we got married.
So means when you got married, did you start making full-time videos, or means when did you leave? Means when you left your job, before marriage or after marriage, and start
So I
making
left.
full-time?
Actually my leaving job had nothing to do with marriage as such, even though it was a consideration. But I left my job, I think around 6-7 months back, like before getting married. So I moved to Bangalore. My dad was posted in Bangalore at that time. So I moved to Bangalore, and then I got married. I left my job in October and I got married in April.
Okay. And means what's your plan? Means how will you going to travel, or how other people can travel according to you? Because I am considering this thing, because to stay in hotels is maybe going to be difficult these days. So maybe camping and traveling by our own vehicles may be the good option if we want to start traveling in India. I don't know
Um,
what kind of hurdles we are going to face in this situation. Like we are going to put our camping gears anywhere. People are going to having a problem, or I don't know. But that way we can start traveling. Is it a good idea, or what do you think? Like
um,
going hotel, staying in
I-
hotel is not a good idea, I guess. Or did you
so
try it?
I haven't tried it yet, and I don't know. Like I'm not very sure about what would be and when would be. But I think by September things should be fine. But if not that, I would start with some treks or something, like some day trips to somewhere, where it is social distancing is not a
The
problem. So
problem.
treks, yeah. So treks would be something that I would start with. And if I want to go, then probably like in my own car, like
That will
road
be the
trips.
good idea.
Yeah, road trips would be better. About staying in hotels and all, I'm not really sure. In one way, when you think, even in like when you live in cities, there are a lot of cases in cities. So you're in most danger when you are in a city itself. So when you move away, you kind of the fear is more of you giving it to somebody rather than you getting it. So of that perception. So now, yeah, that's my idea about it. For now, I will wait it out, and we'll see like how the situation is turning out, and what about the medicines and vaccines to come out. But even when the vaccines are all out, even then I believe it will take a long time to get everyone immune to it.
Okay. And I mean, so which are the places did you explore around the Bangalore? Like to make a vlog, or just to explore by yourself? Because Bangalore also having a lot of interesting places, like natural places to visit.
Yeah, yes, of course. Like around Bangalore, I've visited quite a lot of places, but I haven't vlogged much. Mainly because around Bangalore, whenever I visit, it's mostly with Amod, and it's like when you're creating content, it's really not like just a pleasure trip. Also, there's also a lot of work that you need to do, and sometimes we just travel around Bangalore to actually just chill, to take our mind off work. So vlogging, then it doesn't make sense. But yeah, I've covered a lot of places: Coorg, Chikmagalur, T on, and even some parts of Tamil Nadu also, Yerkad, Yelagiri. Quite a bit. I went to Goa also on a road trip, which I vlogged, and yeah, even Kerala, even like parts of Kerala, Munnar, Varkala, and all of that also. So yeah,
I
pretty
guess you
much
born.
did a lot.
I guess you born in Kerala, right? Or am I wrong?
Yes, I am basically from Kerala. I mean, my parents are from Kerala. My dad's also in the army, so I've been brought up all across India.
So, Miss, how was your atmosphere at home? Like strict rules, or it's because I have few friends who studied in CBSE. Means I started to meet these army kids in my college. So their
Okay.
fathers are very strict. So some people are in the Air Force, basically.
No, my dad is not very strict. I mean, I don't know why people think that all army people are strict. Neither my dad is strict nor my husband is very strict. So they are they're very soft people. Yeah.
And
So while growing up,
yeah, tell me.
so you asked me how it was while growing up. So while growing up, definitely like because I've been brought up in the camp, so it was a little different as compared to other kids. Because every 2-3 years we would move from a place and we would change our schools and have new set of friends. So that was there, and now definitely when you are in the army, you know more about the country. You know, you see a little more. So that way it was different, but otherwise I don't think like uh, my parents are not very strict.
And did you study in English medium school or Hindi medium school, or things like an Kendriya Vidyalaya, or which schools did you study?
So I did my education mostly from army school, so it's CBSE board in English medium, and yeah, and that's Kendriya Vidyalaya. I haven't studied much in Kendriya Vidyalaya. I think I studied only for 6 months because my mother was expecting my brother. So, and in the place where we were, there wasn't any army school. So besides that, I've mostly studied in army school, and once I studied in a convent. So I've changed 11 schools.
Yeah, you told in one video.
Yeah, so now based on that, like I think for 6 months I studied in one Kendriya Vidyalaya, and for 2 years I studied in a convent school. But majority of my education has been from army schools.
So means, did you do any kind of adventure sports like bungee jumping, skydiving, things like that?
Adventure sports, I haven't actually done very many adventure sports. I have done whitewater rafting, and I've done zip lining. Yeah,
Where?
I haven't done bungee jumping or skydiving yet to do on my list.
Means, do you have any fear of heights, or anything like that?
No, I
No.
don't think like no, when I was little I was scared of heights, but I think I got over that fear.
Okay. And which other fears do you have in your life? Is there any kind of fears, like a fear of losing the fear of death, or fear of cockroaches, or fear of anything, whatever you want to share, if you like to share?
So generally I'm not a very fearful person, but the only thing that I'm actually scared of is lizards. I'm very scared of lizards. Yeah.
So do you have any pets or anything like that?
So I personally don't have any pets, but my parents have adopted a golden retriever. So technically he is my brother, and that's what I call him. Yeah.
So means,
So
how
he's
many
1 year old.
siblings? How many siblings do you have?
I have a brother.
Okay.
So my like human siblings 1, but if you include my parents' dog, then 2.
Okay. It's really interesting. So means, and what else? Why did you choose law to study? Means, is there anyone in your circle who is in the law, and then you change after 2 years? You realize that now it's time to move to something else.
So why I chose law? So I've always been interested in what do you say, in field where talking is involved. Like after my completing my 12th, I wanted to do either law or journalism, but law seemed to be nice. And as a person from my personality is by nature I like fairness. Somewhere that is what inspired me to do law. And yeah, that's how I did law. And after 2 years, it's not like that, it was mostly to do with when I left law. It was not because I don't like law. I actually now I do read different legislation and things like that, but it is just that to work in a field and having a love for a subject is very different. So when you're working, it's not just the subject that you are practicing, but there are a lot of different aspects. So I wasn't really happy with the lifestyle that I had to follow, but otherwise, besides that, I absolutely love law. Favorite subjects.
Because I take one course on EDX, which is, the name of that course is Justice, by someone, I forget the name. So in that they have a logical reasoning kind of. So it's a very beginner course for maybe law or journalism. I don't know. Maybe human rights as well. So they have one, like in engineering we have a basic of everything in the first year. So same way maybe in journalism, law, human right study or everything, they have maybe this course or this subject. So in that they have different scenarios. What will you do kind of thing. Like, you understand? Like
Yes,
when a train is
yes.
when a train is coming and there is one old person and one young
Okay,
person.
okay.
And,
Yeah, logical reasoning.
yeah, so something like that. That was very interesting for me. I finished that course.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, law is a great subject to study. I actually really enjoyed studying law.
So what else we can actually already discuss everything. So means how many products do you work out or make videos every month? Do you have any specific plan that maybe you are, so you can earn about maybe 30,000, 50,000, or it's not fixed? How do you plan these things? Do you keep track of your spending and earning like that? How do you manage everything? How much investment you do? How much return you get? Or you are now liberal?
Could you please repeat what you said?
Yeah, means my question is that how do you keep track of your expenditure on vlogging, like buying the products or spending on camera and gadgets, or maybe some setup in your house? So means how do you manage everything and how much money you make out of these all efforts you put? Approximate, or just you can just give some idea how do you manage everything?
If I'm being completely honest with you, like my main channel is what makes money. So my travel channel does not make me enough money to cover anything. So that is, I feel, mostly in the investment phase right now. But from my other channel and my social medias, I've been making now decent. It definitely varies from person to person. So yeah, it is way more profitable than my investment. So obviously, if I'm not breaking even, then there's no point at all. So yeah, I mean, I've been able to so about my investments into the business as such, about buying the cameras and all, I do it only from the AdSense money that I get. So I collect the AdSense money for whatever, and then I buy my equipment. So that's as a philosophy. This is my philosophy that only what I make from this, I'm going to invest into it. In my case, this I did it from whatever I have, and soon I started making money off it. So AdSense is one way of revenue for a creator, but most of the money as such comes from brand deals and sponsorship, or the work that you do with brands. Now there are a lot of work that you see on the videos where a creator specially says that this video is in collaboration or is with a specific brand. But other than that, in my case, there are a lot of work that happens back end as well. So a lot of money that comes is from that. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's definitely very profitable, and I think pretty much the same amount of money that I would have made if I was doing a regular job, if not more. I think I make more money doing this than what I would have done in a regular job.
And did you try the live streaming to make some money, or maybe some crowdfunding like Patreon, or just sponsorship button on YouTube? Do you make any kind of money from that? And do you have a traffic of Indian people, or do you have a traffic from other countries as well on your Instagram or maybe on YouTube?
No, I haven't tried anything else. I haven't done any crowdfunding or that subscribe button or anything. And about my audience, my subscribers are mostly from India, but it depends on video to video. Like I posted this series of Sri Lanka travel vlogs, so a lot of my viewers for those videos, they're from Sri Lanka, and I uploaded my Europe series, so a lot of viewers on those videos are from Europe. So that keeps changing, but overall my subscriber rate mostly are from India.
So means how many of your friends or family members are also involved in making YouTube videos or maybe TikTok in early days, or you are just only one person?
No, yeah, I think I'm the only person who's doing this. Otherwise, they are all into different things.
Okay, and means people start recognize you from your YouTube video while you are going outside.
Uh,
Like
yes, that happens sometimes. It's nice when it happens.
so in Bangalore or while you are traveling, people start recognize you, or maybe from airport, in airport in flights maybe.
Mostly actually when I travel, like I've met even people like I've met people who subscribe who have subscribed to my channel or are following me on Instagram even in like other countries. So I met a follower in Venice when I was in Venice, so it was very surprising to meet a subscriber or a following in a foreign country, because you definitely don't expect. Yeah, even otherwise also, even within India, I feel I've met more people than in Bangalore. I've met some people in Bangalore as well, but I feel most of my audience also, they are also into travel. So I guess that's the reason why I meet people on travels.
And did you try couch surfing or volunteering or hitchhiking, things like that?
So I haven't tried couch surfing, and about hitchhiking, yes, I've tried hitchhiking. Yeah, I've tried
How was your
hitchhiking.
experience? Is it good, or it was very tired, full, or it's something different? Which kind of
So,
trips
but
did you try in India or in Europe?
I actually tried hitchhiking in northeast of India, and it wasn't bad at all. It was pretty comfortable, very good. Now I don't know, like if I'm traveling solo, I'm not really sure if I would do hitchhiking a lot, because you also need to take care of yourself. I mean, it's not just about India or outside of India. I think safety measures you need to do everywhere. But that being said, I feel one thing travel has taught me is that, really, our mind, especially as Indians, it is to suspect everyone. But there is more good in the world than bad. So
Okay.
while you need to be safe, it's you don't need to panic.
Maybe you have
Yeah.
some advantage. You can say that I am a lawyer. I will sue sue something
Uh,
like that, or maybe you can say my father is an army. He will shoot you to scare that people.
Uh.
Just start speaking in English. Some people also get scared with English. So
No,
guess
I don't
also
know. I
can-
feel like, if you want to do, I mean, if somebody is willing to offer help, you don't need to do anything. They are just willing to help. So for me, I've tried hitchhiking 3 times, and surprisingly, it was all in the northeast of India, in different years. I've hitchhiked in northeast of India quite a lot.
because actually I hitchhike to reach out my university. So actually my university is very outskirts of main city. So I try to hitchhike most of the time to reach to university. Otherwise I didn't hitchhike much, because I travel in Jaipur, sorry, in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. So mostly I travel when I was in city. I use Uber bikes, which is cheaper to save a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I used to stay with the help of Make My Trip and IBGO. And I was student of Tata Institute of Social Science in Mumbai. So
Nice.
this, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I have friends in most of the. So people are working in different states, in different government schemes or private NGOs. So I have access to village. Means in whichever village I want to go, there is someone who's working over there. So in that way, I also save a lot of money while I did this. But I am not good vlogger as you, because your vlogging style is very. This means you are a very confident person. And maybe how did you learn to shoot and edit videos? Yeah, I forget to ask.
So shooting and editing, so like I told you, I started on a different level. Like, I started just creating content with my phone, which was basically the old Redmi. So the camera quality was really bad. But eventually when you edit, you learn different things, and you learn with trial and error, you learn. But I think the biggest challenge with vlogging, more than editing or more than shooting, is to shoot in public, because people are looking at you, and especially like nowadays, at least a lot of people know about vlogging as a concept. Through 2 years back, nobody knew this. So if you are just, if you are in the public and if you're speaking to a camera, people would look at you. And yeah, and in the vlogs it looks really weird that you're shooting and there is somebody who's looking at you or laughing at you or
Yeah.
whatever. So I think that
Yeah,
was
or
the
make a
biggest
crowd,
challenge.
surrounded crowd.
Yeah. So it was a challenge back then to do it. But now I think with time you develop a thick skin and you get more confident in front of camera, even in a crowded place. So I guess, yeah, I got used to it.
And how do you find good music? Because your each video have some unique music. So means how do you search music and how much effort do you put to find music? Do you
So
have
if I'm
did you
being
do you make a playlist? Keep making some like sort out, because in image you can see and sort out, or video you can maybe video also you need to open and see full length, and in the same way you need to listen to music if you want to find good music.
yes, so in my case I feel finding music is my least favorite part of creating a video, if I'm being completely honest, but that is also very important. So I find my music on this app called Music Bed, and I don't have any playlist or anything because I need to find fresh music for different videos, especially if it's a new place. Then I like to find new music. So I mean, I don't create a playlist. I just go out and I search depending on the mood of the video. That's how I go about it. So most of my songs I sort it out by happy and uplifting things that I look for.
And how do you deal with your stress because of staying at home, or because you mentioned in one video that you have some kind of mental stress? I don't know, because you sleep late and wake up late, or because of your
Yeah, I
lifestyle
think in one of my
changes.
this was in my recent video that I mentioned. Yes. So I guess, like, I've been talking to people, I feel like it's becoming very common these days, especially because of the lockdown and everything, and with the lack of capability to do things. So yes, I was feeling stressful a little while back, but like I mentioned in the video, having a proper routine helps. So I've been focusing right now on having a routine, and I like to run. So these days I've been running regularly. So I think that really helps me. Now, for a lot of people, they like to meditate and all. Which I completely agree. That is a very, but for me, running is what really helps.
So actually, for me, walking is helps, because running I get tired, but walking gives you a time to flush your mind, like
Yeah.
meditation. Because when I sit down, I can't concentrate, because I'm a little bit active person, so my mind have a lot of thoughts, so I can't sit
Uh-huh.
down. Maybe.
Yeah, so I mean, so that's the point. Like, for me, it's any kind of physical activity that helps. So walking, running. I also like to go for treks, otherwise, normal cases. But right now, there are no treks around, so you can't go. But yeah, if
So
it was to me, I would do that.
you can go to some buildings and walk on stairs. It's a kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, yeah, that's an option. But the nature is what I like.
Okay, and Miss, who are your favorite YouTubers, or you used to follow? Is there any some specific?
Um, so my favorite YouTubers, if I'm being honest with you, like right now, I don't watch a lot of videos not because I don't want to or I don't like, but at least in the travel niche, I try and not to watch, because what happens when you watch somebody else's video, and if you're creating a similar video, is that your mind subconsciously starts imitating what you liked from a creator. So I try to not do that, but otherwise in the lifestyle sector or in the food sector, there are a lot of people who I follow.
Because
One of
cooking,
my favorite yeah, in cooking, not really, because if I have to cook, I told you, I like to cook creatively. So I like to come up with my own, in my own,
way.
style. But yeah, even in cooking, I do follow, because so that you get to learn some techniques and stuff. I do follow a lot of people. So one of the creators that I really like, or a channel that I really like, is Pickup Lines. I really like that channel. I follow a lot of creators who make videos on YouTube Growth and all, like Catherine Bannon and all those channels.
In cooking,
But yeah,
I
not
like
much in the
actually.
travel.
Yeah, in traveling, I like Gabriel Traveler. So actually,
Uh-huh.
the style he make the video is really good, and another is Pocket Stabilizer. But actually, she is making long video, like documentary videos, but still
Mhm.
the things she included is also good. And in
Okay,
cooking, I
nice.
like Bhavna's Kitchen and Kavita Kitchen and
Oh, nice. Yeah, I follow their
things
videos.
like that. So actually, I learn learn about maybe 400 different kind of recipes, and I also tried those recipes from these videos. So now I am confident to make something on my own. Maybe I don't know when did you
Nice.
started to
Awesome.
cooking.
Me, you're asking me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know means when did you start to make
So,
something, you know,
so,
like a tea or
so I
Maggie.
started I started cooking when hello.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
I started cooking when I was doing my masters in law because I had gone through this extreme weight loss journey at that time, and I didn't want to eat from the like from the canteen and all. I wanted to eat healthy food, and I didn't want to even get those dabbas cooked by other people because it was very oily. So that's when I felt that I need to cook my own food, and that's how I learned cooking. Yeah, now that I know how to cook, I feel even though we have a person in the house who cooks for us, but I feel cooking is one of the most important life skills that a person needs to know. It's really good to know what you're eating.
Yeah, that's so good because most
Yeah, like
bodybuilders or fitness trainers they focus on their food. That's why they achieve that kind of physical strength. Otherwise, they can't.
yes, I mean yeah, eat like controlling your whatever goes into your food is definitely like a good practice.
Okay. So I guess we already talked more than 30-40 minutes. So maybe you also get tired. So means do you have any questions for me or do you have anything to say about your future plans about YouTube? Anything you want to share, which you didn't share in any of your past video? And there is some
Now
questions asked in your comments by someone else.
I don't know. Like I think I've shared a lot. I don't know. If you ask me something very specifically, then I can answer. But yeah, I want to ask you, like, why do you take these interviews and how does this help you?
Actually, this is not 100% help me to grow my channel because actually I started this as a project, as a
Okay.
social, because at that time I was studying social entrepreneurship
Okay.
in peace. So
Uh-huh.
I wanted to travel in most part of India and visit different places and make videos over there uh, to meet village entrepreneurs, innovators, and record their skills and things like that. But the problem is that there are different things happen, and I'm also running out of money at that time. So the idea was good, but I couldn't I couldn't make it possible. So later on,
Uh-huh.
I just make videos whatever I like and
Uh-huh.
post it on that channel. So
Okay.
something like that. So maybe in future once I get earning some amount of money from that channel, then I will start the same concept again. But I don't know, maybe this is also possible in next future, maybe 1 or 2 years. Because of corona we can't travel like that.
Yeah.
So something like that. And maybe you can see this is a big piece of garbage over here. So actually I'm collecting waste like a plastic waste and everything to make DIY videos. So actually I
Oh.
want to make different kind of toys from plastic bottles, from cardboard, waste cardboard, everything I can make it. So I'm trying to collect everything right now.
Oh wow, that's
So,
interesting. It will be basically like
and
reusing plastic, right? So that's very good.
yeah, but actually the my idea is that I want to make videos, so as well as I also want to run one kind of online event or kind of thing that kids who are sitting their home rather than they are wasting their time in doing here and there. So I will organize a contest so they can make a DIY from the waste they have at
Uh-huh.
their house and win a prize kind of thing.
Oh wow, that's nice. All the best with that.
Yeah, so there are different things are going on, but the way you are growing it's very interesting. So the point is means there is a lot of things to learn from you also. because you have
Okay,
started
thank you so
getting
much.
a sponsorship, and a lot of people also have a confusion these days in which stream they want to go, so they can make money, they can get a job, or a lot of people are get bored with their current job or work, so they
Yeah.
also want to change in their life, career change. So maybe this interview will help in that way also.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
everybody have
I
a
feel, yeah, I feel like, if you look for opportunity, like right now, a lot of people know about digital content creation, and they look at it as a way to get away from their regular jobs. But the fact of the matter is, the opportunity is there everywhere.
Yeah, so actually this is not about just making YouTube videos. So
Yeah,
people can get idea how people,
yes.
how others are have a different problems in their life, or how they change their life. Because recently I talked with one person. She's from maybe Spain or somewhere. So she studied gastrology or something like that. And after maybe 30 to 35 years of age, she started to learn programming, and
Okay.
she's having right now good job in
Oh,
programming
wow.
sector. So
Yeah.
everybody have good story. So that's the thing I wanted to share.
Yes, so you're definitely doing a good job at it, and whatever toys you make, I'm really excited to see what you make.
Yeah, it will be over there soon. So thank you, and take care and be safe in this situation. And even if you got into it, just inform health officers, so you recover up soon. So
Yeah,
we can see your videos
yeah,
all the time.
yeah. So thank you so much. I'll try and be safe, and you too, and all the best to you.
Yeah, and also try to find out some way how can people travel and maybe do vlogging, like travel vloggers are stuck.
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah,
you
yeah.
have some
Travel
ideas
bloggers,
you
I
can
think.
share.
So yeah, I mean, let's see. Like next month is my husband's 30th birthday, so I want to do
Okay.
something nice for that. But definitely, like a normal travel is definitely not possible. So let's see. I mean, I hope I get creative with my idea and do something.
Yeah, you can try. So
Mhm.
and maybe belated happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to your husband also.
Yeah, thank you.
Belated.
Thank you.
So take care and enjoy your life. Okay?
You too, you
Bye-bye.
too. Yeah, bye bye.
Yeah.